It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Okay, because I know most of my viewers that watch me, okay, watch this, shit as well. So I want to tell y'all what happened to me before I get to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Trust me, we got time. Okay, so I went out this weekend with Puma and Sassy. We was at the 89, what, the A-Ball? It was the A-Ball? Yeah, it was the A-Ball. It was Shakedown Fridays. It was hot as monkey pussy in that bitch. Okay, it was hot. But it was the same venue that Beyonce, Solange, and Kelly was at. And when me and my homegirl walked through the room behind Sassy and like everybody cheering for Sassy and we walking behind them and I'm like, oh my God, bitch, that's Solange and Kelly. And she like, bitch, I see that Solange and Kelly. So we walked through, it was like, hey, and she didn't say hey back, but I'm not mad about it. It's not like she stopped smiling. It's just like, she looked loaded, whatever. Anyway, we had fun. It was so fun. Puma and Sassy are exactly who y'all see on TV. They're cool as fuck. I was sad we didn't get a chance to like really hang together, like chill somewhere and stuff like that. But it's cool because I'm going to try to go to New York soon, so we'll try to do that. But Puma is very nice, very cool, real ass dude, okay? He is not that crazy. We had fun, and I told them that the ass out here was more than most people can handle, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. Big Frida had these girls on the stage going up, beat ass. And telling, bitch, if you ain't dancing, get your fucking ass off the stage right now. And then Sister Norby came out that bitch. He looked like he just came from the house. You know what I mean? Like this nigga had his hair wrapped up and shit. Like this nigga ain't got no hair, but he had his hair wrapped up. And he went out there, he even did consequences in the my heart for him, my love for him. I'm not worried about the rest of them. It went down, okay? I sweated all my fucking makeup off. It was fun as fuck, okay? I had pictures on Instagram, so if you follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, you should have seen those pictures, okay? I didn't take a lot because, like, my phone was about to die. I just, I was just about experiencing what I was experiencing. It wasn't about recording every fucking second of it so everybody could see what I was doing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just about being in the moment. And we was in the moment. We had fun. And we left out that bitch, me and Christine, and we went to get some beignets, you heard me? And we went to the Walgreens and got me some PMs because my head was killing me. And then we went home. And it was, I was in the bed by 4 o'clock. It was good. So Phaedra and Candy meet up at Candy's house in her beautifully manicured fucking lawn and her two-toned, cut off weave and shit. And Phaedra coming in there with her, I just got home from school, mama. Where's my Lunchable hair? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why do you look like a toddler by the head right now? Like, I thought I was going to see ribbons coming out of Phaedra's head. Like, what the fuck? They're talking about Chuck, talking about going to Athens, having in my Athens trip. Candy was jealous. I was like, bitch, stop. I know everybody don't like Nene because I don't like her either. And I'm a drag for her this episode. Like, oh, for real? Oh, for real? Bitch, you been in 2 shows. One of them got canceled. You ain't been back to the other one in a little while. Like, it's okay to be a little bit humble about your situation. I know white people love you right now, but we all know that they will throw you away quickly if they get tired of your ass. Okay? There's always some new ignorant, ghetto, but likable chick for white people to cling to. There's always some new chick. Y'all know they was talking about Chuck being a big homie. Phaedra and Candy basically said nigga was really the little homie. And I'm like, ooh, he looked like the type. Okay, he looked like the type to be all big and light skinned and then whip it out and the shit don't even, barely touch his inner thigh. Okay, barely doing anything. Hanging off the balls like, what's up? Mel ass being messy. Okay, now here's my whole thing with Mel. I feel like Mel needs to go somewhere. She needs to get a hotel room. She needs to rent an apartment. She needs to go wherever her man at. Okay? I feel like what Mel is not telling everybody is that Mel's ass probably has problems with her husband, and that when that happens, she decides to go and show up and pop up at her sister's house for 2 fucking months until she ready to go back and deal with her husband. Because there's no way you got this perfect marriage and you always want to be giving out advice, but you always trying to ruin things with your sister. Let's be real. You popping up on her and then you constantly rubbing it in Peter's face like you can do that. She gonna ask him why he had a problem with her coming there, like that's her sister and all of this type of shit. And he like, it ain't nothing about you being her sister. It's about her not discussing it with me. This is a marriage and we already not getting along, and then we gonna have you in the house. You know what I mean? That's the issue right there. And she was like, what about the sex? And it's like, bitch, bitch. Like, that's how you know she trying to start problems. Mel, let me ask you something. If your sister tells you that something personal is going on in her marriage, you should already know not to bring it up to the husband unless y'all are cool like that and he talks to you about it, okay? Because you're supposed to act like you don't know shit because she not supposed to be telling nobody no shit like that, okay? She not supposed to be telling everybody that y'all got problems in the bedroom like she doing. Cynthia talk too fucking much if you ask me. There are some problems that you can let your friends know about. What's going on in your bedroom is not one of those problems. And sometimes you want to gloat, okay? Sometimes you're in the fathoms of love and you want to gloat about the fact that things are pretty, okay? Thank you. It's just, it is what it is. But that doesn't mean that when shit go bad, I'm on the phone like, yay, girl, oh my God. And Cynthia's like, hold up, let me say it. Let me say it. No, it was me. It was me. It was my fault, okay? But about this sex thing, I used to tear it down. Don't you remember when we first got together and you actually asked me if I was only with you for the heck? Do you remember that? He was like, show me the, where is she at? Where is that girl at? Introduce me to her. Okay? And I'm like, Cynthia, like, you was lame for that one, okay? Because let's be real, it's about what you doing, it ain't about what you did, okay? Alright. So Kenya daddy come to town, and I'm sorry to say, but I feel like Kenya parents must have been two slow people. I'm sorry. The mama detached from her child and actually thinks that in this world she doesn't have a daughter. That's basically, it seemed like what the daddy said. The daddy said that Kenya mama basically convinced herself and tried to make him convince himself that they never had a child. And it's like, no bitch, you had a child. You absolutely did. Oh, you gotta be slow if you think that you convinced yourself that that child doesn't exist. The daddy's slow because the daddy don't know how to talk. The daddy, oh, I don't like this. This don't look right. No. I don't know. I don't let no woman tell me what to do. No, I don't do that. Like, what the fuck? What are we talking? Who are we? What is going on? Like I don't understand how a lot of y'all that like her don't see how happy she is when other people are unhappy. And that's not a good characteristic. I don't care who you are, okay? I don't care who you are. But I still feel sorry for her because of having two slow fucked up parents, you now have this person. Like, that's what it is. When people don't take care of their children and they don't show their child love and affection and show her that she's beautiful, you have the Kenyas of the world that come out with basically really, they have self-worth on the outside but not on the inside because they do crazy shit that shows that they have self-esteem issues. It's almost become like a part of their character to act out in order to receive attention because they've never gotten it from the people that matter the most in your fucking life, your parents, okay? It's what the situation is, people. Sorry that I had to school you right quick, but I gotta keep it real in this motherfucker. We can't just gloss over this situation and act like it's not something that still goes on. There's some deadbeat bitches watching me right now that they children probably in the kitchen playing on the stove and shit and they in here watching YouTube. Not everybody, but I know there's some. It got to be real, okay? Do y'all know that I'm only like really big in the major states? Like I'm only big in Florida, Texas, New York, and California, but I'm not that big in my own state. That is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. And I realized that when I went out with Sassy and Puma because they was like, why you here? Like, I'm like, bitch, okay? Get your life. Candy is working on her play with Todd. And she wants to use her own people, but Todd wants her to use people who have done it before because he tired of her doing shit the rinky-dink way, which is, let me use my own people, and they stumble and fuck shit up, but we basically make it okay at the end, but we ended up spending more money than we were supposed to, or that we could have, by getting people that knew how to do what the fuck they was doing from the very beginning. So Todd wants to do this shit the proper way, and when he's talking, I'm like, okay, so this is the Todd we see when white people are around. I'm sorry. Todd's head is huge. He has a huge head in a little body. He almost, like, I'm trying to think of what character he looks like on a cartoon or some shit. Like Megamind or something. I can't even think about it. Like, I don't even know. All I know is he's definitely a fucking weekender. That's what it is. Like, with a huge head and a little bitty body. I'm living for the weekend. I'm living for the weekend. Yeah. And he tells her that he got a job offer from some people in New York to do a show, a TV show in which he will be traveling all around the world to like 5 countries. And I'm like, okay, that's a good opportunity, but if he does that, that's going to keep him from working on his play with Candy. And Candy starts to cry. And I don't want him to work on it with her. If, don't do it. Do it because what you want to do, and then don't do it, and then stay and resent me for it. I don't want you to resent me. Like, we have and I'm like, oh my fucking God, Candy, why are you crying again, bitch? Why are you always crying? Like, I really feel like Mary J. Blige on this bitch. Like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna shed no tears. No, I'm not gonna cry, 'cause you're not worth of my tears. Oh shit, come on y'all know that's my joint. Don't make me start. Anyway, but I mean, it's just another opportunity for Candy to cry. And it's just like, I know Candy is going through a lot this season. She got the situation with her mama. She's trying to juggle all these different ventures that she's trying to do. She's trying to be a boss bitch. And then she got a man over here that she wants to be with that seems to be detached in a way. Is it just me? Or does he seem like, I don't give a fuck about the fact that you crying. Why are you crying? Like, bitch, you crying, whatever you crying. If I start crying, somebody's gonna give me a hug or something. Like, somebody's gonna react to the fact that I'm crying, okay? I'm sorry. What the fuck are we together for if I can't cry and make a nigga break down? Like, what you doing with yourself? Candy, you fucking up. I'm done. Mama Joyce was right about time. Hang him up. He's an opportunist. He got opportunities, not a nigga acting funny. Fuck him. Mama Joyce was right all along. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Kenya got a new car. Kenya got a Bentley. She talking about some man that she's with who wants to flourish her with nice gifts because her booty's nice, her body's nice, yet she really is not employed currently, even though she has a production company, even though she doesn't really own a home, even though it only has furniture in the downstairs while taping. Okay, thank you. And Cynthia and Nene come over, and Nene's like, how your broke ass got that Bentley outside? Kenya starts talking about Nene not wanting to do Candy's play because she thinks that she's above that. You know what I mean? Her ego is more than Candy. And it's like, you know what, Kenya? You thrive on drama, and I live for it sometimes, and there are other times when it's best to just put something out there and then step away. Nene's in her confessional, she's like, I just came from talking with Ryan Murphy. Now you want me to go and be with Candy Burris? And no. And it's like, bitch, you already on the show with Candy Burris. What you talking about? What you talking about? You already on the show with Candy. Why would you not be in a play with her? Y'all are on this show together. You sound stupid, and you sound ignorant, and you don't sound deserving of the little opportunity that you had. It's not like you done been in a lot of shit. Calm down, Nene. Calm down, for really. They're not calling you to do no Hollywood movies as far as I've seen. And the few television appearances you've gotten is because Andy Cohen is a queen that is friends with other queens. But you really haven't been acting like a real actor in order for people to be now titling you as an actor. You're a fucking reality TV star that's had a couple of jobs playing herself. Like, that's so disgusting to me. For real. Like, for you to act like you above somebody that got way more money than you. Time the fuck out. So Candy and Phaedra go to Portia's new house, and Phaedra tells her, like, they both tell her she's stupid for buying that big ass house, and you really ain't got no money like that. And she's sitting up there, no, you guys, no, this is this is my process, okay? This is my process, and this is just what I'm trying to do to get myself to where I need to be. And it's like, bitch, you're gonna be in a poor house when you sitting up there spending all that money on gas to go back and forth, living all the way out there wherever Nene stay at in an 8,000 square foot house that you cannot furnish. Girl, how you gonna ask Candy and Phaedra to sleep at your house if all you got is air mattresses? And you only said you had one air mattress. How you got one air mattress in a house with 8,000 square feet? If you don't don't have a bedroom laid out with furniture and brand new curtains and shit to match in every one of them rooms, you don't need to have it. I'm so serious right now. If you can't fully furnish an 8,000 square foot house, then you don't need to have one. That is some bullshit. And I know you only been in that house for 2 weeks, but obviously you don't have the money. Come on now. Come on now. Let's not do this. Since I hate when I see somebody standing there, have some money and go sit up there and be stupid with it. You know what I would do if I had at least a little bit of money that Portia making? Are you serious? Bitch, I'd be setting myself up. Ducats. Girl, look, I'd have been basically doing single ladies on Real Housewives of Atlanta. You fucking up, Portia. Because all you doing is making yourself look stupid. And obviously ain't nobody telling you no better. Oh, So Cynthia is having her jewelry party for Mel. And Portia tells Cynthia and Candy that she hasn't told Nene about her living in the same neighborhood as her. And it's like, why? And, you know, she was like, well, I wanted to surprise her and run up to her house and be like, hey, you know, let me borrow some sugar or whatever. And I'm like, that's some bullshit. You know what it really is? She wanted to have that house furnished before she invited Nene over because she knew Nene was going to have something to say. Nene always has something to say about what somebody got and how they living and how it ain't how she living and all that. And I don't know about that. To me, it seemed like the only reason you on this show acting a fool and stirring up shit is because you ain't got no job right now as far as the acting is concerned. Oh, all right. Okay. With Mel tells, says in front of Phaedra that she just popped up. And Phaedra was like, girl, you can't just be popping up at people's house like that. And when Kenya comes over, she being, you know, ear hustling. Wait, what happened? And so they tell her what happened. And she's like, girl, what planet do you live on? And you crazy? You can't just show up at people's house. They're married. She was like, well, I don't know how they are. That could be your relationship, but it wouldn't be me, basically. And I totally agree with Kenya. And Mel was like, look, I don't know who you are, but you're all in the business, and it ain't your business. This is my sister, and that's how we are, and you don't need to worry about it, and you don't want none of this. And Kenya was like, you're right. I don't want any of that. You're right. I don't want any of that. And, like, as loud as Kenya is, this entire party, I just wanted somebody to slap the shit out of her. Like, as soon as she walked up to Candy talking about, oh, I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to catch a beat down or anything for getting between you and your food. It's like, girl, stop. Girl, stop. Please, 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 with the fake cakes, okay? Like, come on now. To me, it seemed like you work out as a compulsion. And a lot of happy people sometimes don't be feeling like working out all the goddamn time. I won't be in the fucking bed with my man watching TV, eating and shit. You doing something aggravating, I'm going to read the piss out you. But just all of the, you know, unnecessary, I just walked into the room, hey, fat bitch. No, I'm not here for that. Not at all. Cynthia pulled Mel to the side and told her she should have picked her battle because at the end of the day, your ass in here trying to sell jewelry so I can get you the fuck up out my house. And Nene gets there with Monique following behind her. I just, whatever. Phaedra mentions to her that she was in Nene's neighborhood and, you know, went to see her friend who lives in that neighborhood. And then Kenya comes over and says, Portia, and then twirls away. So, of course, Nene now is like, oh, that's because I already said she ain't no good friend. She ain't no good friend. Nene, did we need to broadcast that in the room with everybody? Did we? Oh, all right. Was that really necessary? You're doing the most. So, of course, Portia goes over there trying to talk to her. Nene ain't trying to hear that, so Portia starts crying. Portia runs off into the back, and then Cynthia runs behind her. Kenya is outside talking about, oh my God, is this the Portia show? Oh my God, are we really going to stop everything for her? Okay, I'm leaving. I'm going back home to my dad. Whatever. Then the bitch goes outside like she was waiting for a carriage to pick her up and almost get hit by a fucking car. She's trying to twirl in the middle of the street. Girl, look, I'm over Kenya. I'm over her. She almost got hit by a car, and y'all sitting up here talking about this bitch is so real. You know, seriously, she real crazy. Real crazy. Oh my God. You so delusional that you didn't see the fucking Honda coming towards you. That Honda was going to hit you. That Honda wasn't about to stop. Oh, all right. No. Y'all, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. For real. It's over. I can't no more. Anyway, y'all. It seemed like Nene and Portia gonna work on their issues, and Portia said she was like, I feel weak right now. I don't feel like I can really be a support system for somebody else because I don't have it to give. You know, she said, I'm around here crying all the fucking time, looking weak, and I'm not used to being that person. But right now, that's the spot that I'm in. And I'm sorry that I haven't been being the friend you want me to be. But I don't want this to ruin our friendship because I'm going through something right now. And Nene is like, I don't want it to ruin it either. So then they try to kiss and make up, and we'll see how this turns out. Bitch, next episode, Marlo show up and some messy girl talking about Todd is an opportunist. Y'all, this the one that probably told Mama Joyce about the information. I can't wait to see how this shit go down. It's gonna be some mess. It's gonna be some mess. It's gonna be some mess. I wonder if that's the chick that Candy gonna be like, I'll drag that on. I can't wait. Candy, please drag somebody, bitch. All these seasons and you ain't never done nothing to nobody. Shit. Ain't did shit but fuck Todd. That's all she been doing. And crying. Fight somebody. Bye, y'all.